everyone and welcome to another The Lookout Locals. It's good to be back. I've been away a bit. So tonight we have 10 players. We have 4 rounds, and the first round is a man on Big Iron Broly versus DRC. Dr. C, we can say, yeah, with Gammas. So the Big Iron versus Gammas. This is gonna be this is gonna definitely be an interesting one. Yeah, Gamma is just gonna flat out awaken now. So let me just switch them up. There we go. How is everyone doing? Are you getting ready for your regionals? I know that America has Nats, both regionals and Nats next week. And tomorrow we have no, not tomorrow, but next weekend there is the Glasgow regionals in UK. So that's gonna be interesting. We are full in on the competitive season for BT27, so let's check out what's cooking. Yeah, Sunny, I agree. Big Iron Broly, hard matchup for Gamma. I mean, Gamma can't really do much, if anything, versus the Garlic. Just Blue can't deal with Garlic, so that's gonna be a very bad situation for Broly and for Gamma. Yeah, the regionals, Nets, and Worlds in the same weekend. Yeah, it's gonna be a crazy weekend. It's gonna be a crazy weekend. I don't know if you guys have been watching, because I know that a lot of you probably don't follow a lot of other games. But besides common knowledge that One Piece gets a rotation, and Digimon just got a digital client announced a couple of days back, and all of these have been done on Worlds for those games. So I'm 99.9% sure that Fusion World is getting a massive announcement next weekend, and then maybe we get like a small mention here and there. So I'll keep an eye out for that. Maybe we get like a small little mention somewhere. That would be awesome. Okay, so yeah, I'm very hyped for next weekend, and I want to ram a scissor down my eye, because I am still waiting for my booster box and my playsets of everything BT27. And as an insult to injury, not only the tracking doesn't work, all of my SRs arrived today and I can't use them. So looking to get back into the game. Hello. Before I left, I was a yellow player. Been looking at Nuova. But what's everyone think about the new Frieza? Pre-roll ads suck. Yeah. No, Sunny, I'm not gonna be commenting any of the events. I don't work with clowns. So, when it comes to yellow, Doodle Dad, Nuova is the best deck in yellow. But Nuova is also the highest one with a chance of being hit after the Worlds. So if I were coming in right now to play yellow, I would either play the Frieza. Frieza is really good. Or I would be playing the Big Iron Broly, the one that you're seeing here. If you're just getting back, Broly is a very good option, because you get everything for it immediately in the set. Similar with Frieza, you no longer have promos that tie into the archetypes. You get everything immediately. So it's a toss-up. Nuova is the best one. There is a chance that it will get hit, though. That's the only reason why I'm reluctant to recommend it. No promos yet, but Bandai has moved away from creating promos for new archetypes. So that's a cool one. That is a cool one. Finally, for people who don't have locals. It's a big win. Twitch be hitting me free. Twitch be bugging 3 times already with heads. Should not happen. I haven't touched anything. Do we know if we will get stream for Nets and Worlds? I suspect yes. Kid Plays, I suspect yes, that we will get, but I would not have high hopes that it's going to be multiple rounds. It's very likely just gonna be the finale for both games, and then you might get like 2 rounds of each in day 1. Yeah, Broly is really cheap and good. Yeah, Broly is really cheap and really good. You get everything in the deck itself. So, right now he's doing very, very well versus Gammas. I mean, yeah, Gamma was forced to play Hatch. That's really crazy. That's insane. Though I do really enjoy the Z extra. The Altard Z extra looks amazing. Let's see what else. Yeah, the Tapion is going to be pulling a lot of weight here. Absolute Annihilation is huge. Gamma seems not so good. Why not just run Freehand? They're different playstyle decks. We are currently... Gamma is amazing. Gamma is an insanely strong deck. Why not run Freehand is because we are in very floodgate heavy metagame. If you run Freehand, you will get shut down very, very fast. Gamma is the best blue deck in the game at the moment. So the meta is very anti-hyper aggro currently. Yeah, anything that has floodgates or counterplays, which is basically everything at the moment. So... except the Broly, but Broly has different ways of beating you. Oh. Okay, first deck I am building is like Jiren. I just need my box to arrive. Yeah, yellow has a million, green has a lot of floodgates. Ooh, green has a lot of floodgates. So, yeah, yellow and green are the big enemies of anything aggressive. Broly just flat out doesn't run floodgates at all, because Broly's auto requires you to spend all of your energy the first time you play anything. You have to spend it all in one go to get his effects going. Super Namekian should not be generic. I hate that Broly can run it. Yeah, Jiren is very good. Yeah, Jiren is very, very cool. I'm hoping to see some of Jiren. Not today though. We don't have any Jirens. We have a bunch of Vegetas. I think it's like 4 Vegetas. I may talk to the old lady. I may be able to talk the old lady into getting back in. Yeah, Gammas is really good. Gammas is the best blue deck at this stage in the game, and we're not getting a new set until like September. So Gammas it's a deck that's gonna be around for a long time, definitely. Is it time to finally ban Annihilation? I don't think they will ban Annihilation though. I would say yes, but I kinda gave up hoping. Okay, so let's see what's going on here. Gamma's playing the Android 17, still 1713, still has a couple of energies here. Super Namekian is worse than Annihilation. Man, that's insane. I haven't heard anyone complain about Super Namekian in a million years. Okay, DRC going aggressive with Cell, bottom decking Eamon's board. That lack of a garlic is really hitting him here. That lack of garlic is really painful at the moment. There is nothing stopping DRC from swinging. So we will see. He's gonna swing with the Cell, definitely. Right, Cell is big enough. Keep in mind, Broly is 25k. Broly is colossal. when it comes to leaders. It hasn't been relevant again until Broly came out. Yeah. Okay, so yeah, Cell Swing coming in. No negates on Eamon's side. Sure. And he's gonna have to combo out of this one, right? Luckily, it's not that hard. Broly is colossal, so. But he's gonna take it. Oh, is this the stream curse hitting Eamon immediately in round 1? I sure hope not. Hey, Pankeki, thank you. Thank you. It is good to be back. The channel is still in a bit of we are working on it phase. But yeah, I'm slowly coming back. Thank you. I may have to look into the Broly list and see what I can discover. You can find either on our channel or you can find on Deck Planet Broly just won regionals in Europe. There is a very strong list there. Okay, so yeah, 4 Super Namekians in main. That's insane. Okay, comboing in with a very big swing. Super combo Cell, that's 20k alone. Eamon gonna answer with his own super combo going up to 35 draw 2. It's very, very fucking difficult to hit this Broly. So unless Eamon's hand is bricked entirely, he's gonna be fine. Unless he completely bricked here. Using Bio Broly as well. And getting that plus 15k boost going up to 40. So yeah, I'm pretty sure he's getting out of this one. And then and there's the garlic he had to combo without. Oh, now if you don't know why, oh my god, the boss monster as well. If you don't know why the garlic is a big thing, garlic has indestructible, and he blocks twice. So yeah, there's not a lot of things that can get through that garlic. Oh god, another boss monster. Oh yeah, Eamon survives, but he is so crippled right now that I don't know if he can honestly come back from this. 3 boss monsters are gone. 1 is in the energy, 1 is in the drop, and 1 is in the Z energy. What do you do here? How do you win from this point? Well, there is a way. If he... yeah, he really has awful stream luck. If he just happens to have SS4 Gogeta in hand, I mean, he wins if that happens. So, we'll see. Another thing that he can actually do is, and Eamon, I'm begging you, remember this. Please remember this. If he plays a rocket and puts a deflect card down, he basically shut off Gamma's almost entire... well, basically Gamma's entire turn. Because deflect hits, I think, everything in the deck, except like maybe 1 or 2 cards. That is a way to get out of it here. But he still needs to fully tap out. Then if he does rocket and plays garlic, he survives next turn. Because the RC will have like 1 or 2 swings. Yeah. I mean, they will get things, but he's gonna pay 4 for this Broly. I honestly don't know what the in archetype 8 cost Broly does. I haven't even looked at it, so I know that it exists. But okay. Plays the Broly. And then he draws one. Draws again. Leader gets big. It's so cool to see this alt art leader. And let's see what he plays. Bio Broly. Okay. Ramping some defenses here. Fine. But still, there is so much to punch through. Man, we're worse stream luck. Worse stream luck. He's gonna draw one here. Swing in with the Broly. Gotcha. There's not gonna be any negates. Not with Absolute Annihilation down. Okay, there goes Cell Brawler, he stands. I mean, in theory, he can try to clear the board. He's not gonna be able to kill Hatch, but he can try to clear the board this way. Once more, no negates, because Annihilation doesn't allow them. Why are you two fighting? Veverica! Eevee! Okay, I'm back. So, how's Eamon doing here? Right, another swing with the Broly. Oh, no, now swing with Absolute Annihilation as well. Okay, gets rid of Gamma. I'm unsure whether or not it's necessarily worth it to clear the board here. How did he get rid of Cell? He attacked it with Broly. With the 8 cost. I mean, yeah, sure, you will clear the board, but like... You have to be confident that your opponent doesn't have a humongous hand. Because Gamma can just rebuild it next. Okay, the RC has charged the cell into the Z energy. And now pass turn. Okay, what else? So Baby Hatch is locked. It can't swing. Cool, and one energy is locked as well. So DRC gonna restand only 2, but Gamma's Gamma's ramp 2 energy per turn. So that's gonna be painful. Ooh, and there comes the Bad Omen. So if you take 1 more damage, Bad Omen just flat out kills you. It's not looking that good for Eamon. Okay, DRC here with the draw. He would need a bunch of super combos. He cannot use a token negate or a sparking negate now because he's risking just getting burned by the Bad Omen. Oof. Yeah. Let's see what's gonna come. 4. Yeah, Cell Max. It's gonna swing twice. It's gonna swing twice. It's gonna restand an energy at the end of the turn. Yeah, that's very unfortunate. mean, an Eamon's hand doesn't look that big at the moment. It doesn't look that big. So the odds of him having more super combos after spending almost everything last turn, that's gonna be tough. Like, those aren't huge odds, I'll be honest. Swing from Cell. And Bio Broly blocks. Okay. Okay, Bio Broly is gone. Cell restands. I mean, that is the only attacker though. That is the only attacker. So Eamon can survive this turn. But then again, how do you win? Okay, Bojack. Free countered. Nice. Plus a 25k body on the board. Nice. All right. Now DRC doesn't have anything else that he can attack with. Yeah, everything is tapped out, so we're gonna go into Eamon's turn. Bio Broly went. Bio Broly blocked Cell's attack and died. Yeah, that's basically what happened. Okay. DRC kills energies. He fires off his Z extra. Gets rid of Bojack and Broly. And then at the end of the turn he just ramps back to free. Oh, sorry. I've accidentally removed focus from it. Yeah, there we go. One energy inactive because of first charge in rest and then Cell switches it to active. Now if Broly hits the Z extra, then DRC can play another Z extra to get 2 leader swings. Yeah. Broly needs to win here. He absolutely needs to win here. Ooh, charging the 5th energy. Okay. I would say, you know, go for the boss monster. Try win like this, but 3 of them are gone. Golden Cooler. Golden Cooler could be a possibility here. Let's see. If he taps out and plays Golden Cooler, that's gonna be big. He is considering. Yeah, it looks like it. Pay 5. Is it the Golden Boy? No. Oh, it's Gohan. Okay. So Gohan comes down, doesn't kill anything because there are no unisons. Eamon in the drop. Eamon draws 1. Yeah, plays Hero the Garden. Draws another. Then Hero just kills Cell. And my older one is playing. Okay. We all thought it was cooler, yeah? Yeah, we all thought it was cooler. I think even DRC was like, man, cooler is coming, I'm screwed now. I mean, sure, minus Gohan, he gains triple attack, the leader gets +5, so the leader is 30k baseline. I mean, it's still a lot of attacks. Still a lot of attacks. Gohan is triple attacker. Absolute Annihilation is still on the board. So there is potential here. DRC cannot use defending. Yeah, so he's gonna use Gammas instead. Though that's not a negate. That is an activate battle effect. Okay, so Hirodegarn. DRC's reminding him like, hey, I have stuff here. My Gamma. And Hiro is a double striker, so let's see how this plays out. 8 minutes until overtime. Okay, DRC takes the hit. He goes down to 4. Hirodegarn swing blocked by Gammas. Yeah, you just ripped the band-aid off. You know that this was always gonna be blocked by Gammas, basically. Cell KO, yeah, so here's the thing with Cell. Cell is not only a blocker, he can also get rid of one of your energies to restand. So Cell is gonna be blocking an attack here as well. I don't think Eamon is getting out of this. In theory, if he had like an Overrealm, say Heated Fighting Spirit, that would have helped a lot. Swing, block, okay. Gohan restands, sure. So that is 3 attacks more, and DRC has 4 lives. Yeah. I mean, he at this point he can just take like 3 damage, fill his hand. Eamon is, even if Eamon has an Overrealm, it's gonna be, the DRC's hand is gonna be way too big. He needs to have like a bunch of super combos ready to go. Okay. What's gonna happen next? They're still figuring it out. 6 minutes until overtime. Okay, Broly swing 35k, kills the Cell, charges a Z energy. I am not a fan of how often these garlics have not seen play though. I understand that Hirodegarn was needed to KO something, but garlic, yeah, garlic would have been very welcomed. Gamma swing probably into the lead. I mean, now you're just looking to push damage here, right? You just need to deal 1 for Bad Omen to trigger and burn your opponent. Okay. So what is he doing? Does Gohan Unison increase later by 5k? Yeah, until the end of opponents. So Broly is 30k. God, I hope they're not messaging me. Okay, they're not. Is there still running Beast? No. He's running Baby Hatch. Yeah, 30k base. That's a big boy. That alone is bigger than most things Gamma has to throw at him. But Gamma needs just one hit. There we go. 113. Charge another heroic. Beast into Ben Omen sounded really gross for a second, yeah. Burn 2 lives. Good luck. Okay, we're gonna swing in with the droid. I mean, it's not gonna go at the leader. The leader is way too big. Unless Aim Sand is like painfully diminished by now. It's not the biggest. He has like maybe 4 cards in there. But you would have to sacrifice way too much to hit 30k. And then he just combos a super combo and gets out of it. Okay. But he's not that big, right? Oh, he was aiming for Annihilation. Sure then. Okay. Yeah, DRC needs to now focus on trying to clear Raymond's board, because otherwise it doesn't make sense. Hmm. Hmm. Okay, let's see. Gonna go into the Android here. Gotcha. Okay. $20 until overtime. So yeah, we're going into overtime. Okay. 3, 2, 1, overtime. Okay. 5 minutes. Let's see, can Eamon squeeze a victory here? DRC is just on 3 lives. Doesn't have much more to do here. Eamon still hasn't revealed his SER. He still hasn't revealed his SER. So could be anything, honestly. Okay. Two. Okay, let's see. Come on, guys. Could also play Unison bot on the cards from his hand. Like 3 minutes 20 seconds. Come on. At this point, I'm just waiting for Ayman to slam SS4 Gogeta and win. Okay, switching back to Ayman's turn now. 2 minutes 30 seconds. Come on, let's go, let's go. Yeah, there was some light slow play, I would say. Okay, swing, negate. D-Magic, restand 2, that's fine. Swing with Gohan, pay 2 for a Android Topo. 1 minute 56. Come on, Ayman, tap 5, slam Golden Cooler. What the fuck is this? I can't see what. Oh, it's a Shenron, I think. It's the one that basically restands more energy. Yeah, draw, play Garlic. Broly becomes massive, swinging with Garlic. No, you can't. Swinging with Broly. But at 1 minute and is it barely anything left. Discards to his SER was the Unison one. The Mira Unison. Jersey takes the damage. Discard 2 again. Swing. 40 seconds. Super combo. I mean, however you look at it, now the attack is going to play out. So that is plus 20k. And Garlic restands. Zeno returns an energy. Plays the cell, combos with him, and that is time now. That is time. So does DRC get out of it? Yeah, I believe he does with 2 Senzu Beans. Anyways, I'm jumping in, guys, and I will be seeing you very, very shortly with round 2. Okay, round 2 started already, so I'm just fixing everything while I am Big Carlton versus AS. Okay. So this is AS versus Big Carlton. If I've read this correctly, 1 second. Big K Charlton. Okay. K. There we go. It's handled. It is Vegeta versus Vegeta, basically. That's what we are watching on round 2. The best deck, hashtag best deck in the format. What happened? Gamma won. Gamma out comboed and won on time. So let's watch the hashtag best deck in the format. How many rounds? 4. 4 rounds tonight. Okay, so okay, charge the Broly. Sure. Now let's see. Like, I really like this Vegeta. I got my Gohans in the mail today, so I'm very excited. I didn't get Goku's though, and I'm still waiting for the box. Hopefully, I pull some of them. But yeah, I love this deck. I love it because it reminds me of the Red U7 from set 16. And it's one of the decks that I've had a blast playing back in the day. Let's see, Gogeta Unison tech. That's interesting. Swinging with Gogeta, like both of them running Gogetas actually. Okay, now swinging with Vegeta, just take down the Unison. Just mercilessly punch it. Okay, and then comes the Goku. Goku is very cool as well. Let's play him. He puts 2 cards from warp to drop. He swings twice. He minuses by 15 when he swings. So there is a lot going on here, but AS is gonna respond with Yamcha, just minus the Trunks away. Goku gonna swing first time. Counter, yes, but it doesn't. It technically negates the attack. Technically. So AS is just gonna get rid of that Gohan immediately with the minus effect. Okay, Big K Carlton checking his top 5, grabbing another Gogeta. U7 Gohan is gonna be an interesting deck now that you can, as a leader, the red one, now that you can actively choose to go second. It's gonna be interesting. I still don't know how I feel about the new rule where you get to choose who goes first. But it does help some decks out. Like, it does help some decks out a lot. Like, in Vegeta you can get completely screwed if you go first. There are times where if you go first it's not optimal. Okay, and in comes the swing from the Goku, gonna minus 15k again. Ooh, and it's gonna overwhelm immediately here. Into secret ID, gonna get rid of that Vegito. And a swing at lead. Try to take him down to 5 lives. I mean to 4. He's currently on 5. It's a very aggro matchup. I'm going to combo, draw. No, instead he's just gonna go for the Unison, though he cannot kill it. Just gonna leave it in one marker. How many Vegetas? Way too many, Jack. Way too many Vegetas. If I'm gonna be completely honest with you. I mean, technically now Big K Carlton just plays anything and kills the Unison, but he doesn't have a follow-up here, so Unison is going to survive. Unison is gonna survive. I didn't notice the locals time when they played the Zeno. What beats Vegeta? Hey Jay, RNG beats Vegeta. RNG beats Vegeta, mate. You just kinda hope he builds his SCR. I'm not sure, honestly. I haven't played that much lately, so yeah, I'm waiting to test a bit with Peter. Yeah, he is playing the correct SCR. Mill beats it. I think Vegeta pushed Mill out. At least pushed Zamasu out. And yeah, it kinda makes it look like Mill would kill Vegeta, but he by himself doesn't mill himself as much. Or just wait and survive until he runs out of resources. That is true, that is also a way. Yeah, Sunny, I agree. It does depend on the matchup, of course. How to stop this Vegeta deck, I am not sure at the moment. I'm like, this is big, this is huge. Is it better than Kid Kudo? That's. I think he is. I think he's much better. Cooler Mill beats Vegeta, but not Zamasu. Way better than Kid Ku. Yeah, that's what I'm looking when it comes to a couple of rounds of testing and the results. Yellow should technically have a good matchup against it, right? You use Nimbus, you use your Nuovas, you just blow up his field over and over again. Sin Mill beats every Mill. Perfect chains. Yeah, it's crazy to think how quickly Kitku has fallen off. I mean, the strongest tools that he had are gone. So, and BT27 turned out to be an amazing set for competitive play. Like, we got Vegeta, Broly, Gamma. Those 3. Then we got Pan as a promo leader. So those 4 have seen success so far. 3-1 against Vegeta with Green Gohan. So while still worried, it's not too bad. Green Gohan, yeah, Green does have a good matchup. Somewhat a good matchup into it, because you can just get rid of the Goku when they play it. I think if you're in blue, you're just gonna be sweating bullets when he plays Goku and is like, yeah, okay, no damage anymore, thank you. Green can at least blow it up. But I think that's it when it comes to big BT27 decks. So looks like nothing green will probably make it into the into like competitive tier. And I'm still holding out for Mechikabura to to actually shine. Though first results were not very encouraging, however, everyone and their mom just played Vegeta. So, AS is gonna overwhelm here. Secret ID, swing. Playing Green Vegito at regionals if you go. Nice. Nice. Green Vegito is a cool one. Like, I really like Green Vegito. The only quote-unquote problem he has compared to other Saiyans is like he is a bit archetype heavy to build, but it's still a very decent deck. I think it is still a very decent deck. Biggest problem for sure is how wide the board gets. At least when it comes to green, it doesn't look like anything is overthrowing Namek Goku anytime soon. I mean, I absolutely love Namek Goku, it's just big dumb SRs. Like boss monsters dot deck. That's what it is. Okay. Man's gonna be playing the Goku Black, or he isn't. Maybe considering that he doesn't have enough, but he has enough for another secret ID. He's gonna get rid of most things here. Yeah, okay, 2 cards at least, sure. The Goku is still on the board, so that's gonna be blocking 2 swings. And pay 2, play Evil Saiyan. Yep, there we go. There goes the Goku. He grabs the secret ID. Okay, check sand. What do we have? Cumber, Broly. Okay, it's like, okay, move that Broly, just in case you happen to have like Evil Saiyan or something. Just take the Broly away. Yeah, I agree, Sonny. I'm definitely on board that Namek Goku can still shine. I think the deck is so stupid powerful. And there's like almost no archetype. It just happens to be a green Goku, which means that he has defenses for Mel. He draws like a madman and just slams boss monsters and plays like a couple of archetype small cards. Deck is like I said, boss monsters dot deck. Okay. It's time to launch the offensive. The crit guy is swinging into the unison. Okay. Hey, Elmis. Think Vegito is stronger. I don't think Vegito is stronger than Goku. He's probably close. He's up there when it comes to Green Saiyans, but I don't think that he is stronger. However, I would like to be proven wrong, of course. I will trust you. I will trust you. Okay. Going into A is his turn now. So now he has a chance to clap back. Okay, I'm not adding background music. Let me say it's a bitch to play with audio. At least on the fly, like now. Well, there comes the other evil Saiyan. Through the power of American Koitsukai, evil Saiyan has been summoned. Oh, this is crazy. Charged Koitsukai. Oh, okay. Sure. Big K is also on free now. However, he can use Reddit's AS can't do that anymore. So unless he's packing a different super combo, yeah, no. It's gonna play the Goku, minus 20 something. Okay, the crit guy, sure. Swing with Goku first time. And now he's just gonna restand, but the attack still goes 25, I believe. 3 cards in a combo, one of them his own Goku. Okay, we are still looking at 1 swing from Goku, 1 from Evil Saiyan, and 1 from Vegeta. So, let's see. How do you deal with this Vegeta? I mean, Big K doesn't have any open energy. And this might just be game. This might just be game now. Swing in with Bardock the Tenacious. Send 1 card from Warp to drop. Now swing in with Cumber as well. I mean, I'm sorry, I've meant Evil Saiyan. BK gonna take a life here to play the Vegito and give himself a nice boost. There's still a swing from this Goku and the blank card that Evil Saiyan stole. I mean, there's still 1 attack. Unless he wants to leave it up. I think you leave it up. Yeah, you just leave it up here. Better to have dual blocker. Much better to have dual blocker. Okay, let's see. Oh, SS Cumber coming in. Sure, gonna get rid of the Goku because the Evil Saiyan is just way too big. He's gonna get rid of it as well. Sure. Free energy opened. Needs to deal 2 damage. His opponent is fully tapped out. He can't use super combos anymore if they are Reddit's cards. So gonna go into Rose. Say, okay, warp 1 from hand. There is the Majin. And here's the first swing. Just needs to deal 3 damage to win. Neither player has many cards in hand anymore. Yep, there we go. He takes it. Okay, so are you gonna be swinging in with the Goku? Probably yes, right. 2 energy opened. So let's see. This might be game now. Pay 1. Go into the Z deck. Into the extra, okay. And just pass here. Well, I mean, this more than anything else, this signals explosive dance. This just flat out says explosive dance. Now going back into AS's turn, is he gonna be able to turn the tide here? Big K has 4 cards in hand, one of them explosive dance. That means what? 3 cards to combo with. I think 2 super combos were gone already. So the odds of another one being in there, I mean, it is possible, maybe 1, but probably not 2. Probably not 2. Gonna start big with Beast Gohan, draw 2, discard 2. But it doesn't have enough Z energy to do much. If Big K counters with explosive dance, it's gonna be near impossible to win. Okay, instead he's gonna do imposing, minus the Gohan by 10, and then just block. Okay, might be leaving that list energy, for an explosive dance counter when it's really necessary, right? So you, like a big double striker or something swinging in, something huge, and you just are looking to stop it, hard stop it. This could be something like that, as Cumber swings in, and now if you have an explosive dance, you just stop him, and it doesn't look like it. He only has 2 cards. He might just lose here. Cumber removing the other one to gain double. Now comboing with the Gohan as well. I mean, we can see the Z extra can be fired off to boost the Vegeta. So it's not over yet. He's gonna use the Z extra. A whole bunch of Z energy, get rid of 3. Okay, gonna draw here. He does get out of the attack. It's met by a Gohan. Fetching the super combo. Yeah, I think this is GG. I mean, it still kinda depends on whether or not there's like a double striker or something, but it looks like this is game, guys. Yeah, and the super combo as well. So a massive attack coming in. 3 cards in hand. Big K takes the hit. And now AS has more than enough firepower to just stop him. And play the Vegeta. Vegeta is 25. I mean, it's still gonna get hit by imposing, so it's 20. I'm gonna go back to 25. AS gets out of it, I mean BK gets out of it, and that is game now. So AS wins the Vegeta mirror match. He just combos the Gohan here. BK out combos with the last card in his hand, and that is it. Congratulations to AS for winning round 2. Guys, I'm hoping to have a quick snack, and I will be back with round 3 in 15 minutes or so. And we are back with round 3. We have the Battle of the Fusions in the Battle of the Fusions in the same color, actually. It is Ovalin versus Neko-chan, and Neko is on starter deck blue Vegito, facing Ovalin on Aegis Gogeta, deck that we haven't really seen in quite a while. It has been long since the last time we have seen this deck, and the metagame hasn't really been doing it much favors, especially with all of the minusing in red and red dominance, and then yellow was very good for a while, so Gogeta is holding on. Gogeta is holding on somehow, and I'm interested in seeing how this goes. And this Vegito, though, well, the whole thing with him is that you can awaken at high lives, and then you can make your unisons into very big triple attackers. So let's see. Okay, Gogeta gonna do what here? Well, he did awaken, and usually his earlier turns are slower, of course, so he needs time to set up. He usually gets going much later on. He's gonna look to set up his Z extra. He's gonna look to set up his defenses, his nimbuses, Nimbai, and yeah, we see Neko actually just awakening here very, very fast because one of his battle cards just got removed. So we're gonna draw 2 cards. Awakening at very high lives. There's like an earthquake happening at his place. So hold on, man. Hold on. Okay. Gonna take the damage here. I don't think it's an earthquake. Come on, guys. It's just powering up. It's Vegito powering up here. Okay. Okay, Peidu set up the Gogeta here. Okay, if there's another Saiyan battle card, then the Gogeta, I think the leader is protected. The Unison isn't, but the leader is protected basically. So, and there we go. We get the Saiyan, we get the Trunks here. On Ovalin's side, he's not fully tapped out. He does have 1 energy opened. Neko is gonna struggle a bit into this Gogeta, technically, because getting rid of its things might be a challenge. However, the Gogeta deck also doesn't really have a way to stop Unisons from swinging, because Nimbus and Defending Friends, I believe Defending doesn't affect Unisons as well. Or is it just non-leader? Doesn't matter. Defending is a bad card. So he doesn't really have ways to defend against this. And that might just give Neko the advantage that he needs. He's gonna swing in with the leader first, and then just draw a card. His activate battle is for 2 energy. You choose one of your unisons, you give it plus 10k in triple strike, and it's not once per turn. You can do this as often as you can pay, which is really, really crazy. Okay, Ovalin going to combo out of the swing with his Mortals Be Gone. That's not the most useful card in this matchup anyway. Trunks is gonna swing just to get his permanent on to defend the Unison. And now we're switching back to Ovalin's turn. He's gonna want to get that Soul Punisher out, the Z extra, and then take some extra damage so that he can actually go into the Z leader. If everything goes correct for him on turn 5, he can kill you. That is a scary thing when you fight Gogeta. It happens exceptionally rarely. It happens very, very rarely, but it is possible for the deck to just flat out kill you on 5 energy. So let's see how this turns out for him. I've been pretty lively lately. It's finally been sunny in Denmark, thank God. Now we're in a couple of months of sun before we go back to perpetual darkness. So that has been reviving me, so I'm very energized right now. Okay, we're gonna have a swing here. Okay, when the leader attacks, he's gonna add up to 1 life. There we go, goes down to 4. He wants to get into his Z awakening range, but he also wants to set up the Z extra so that he can get the big counter swing basically. It's counter triple. Yeah. Okay, pay 1, send Vegeta away, get the Soul Punisher out. He doesn't have a lot of the... Well, he does have 2 multicolored energies. That's good. Do keep in mind that once he Z awakens, he doesn't negate energy exhaust anymore. So usually Gogeta tries to capitalize as much as possible on charging these multicolored energies very early on. And Vegito swings in, just gonna draw. Vegito is not a problem, but when he swings in, that's fine. Unison is the issue, because Vegito's Activate Battle doesn't trigger solely on his attacks. I'm gonna pay 1 energy here to negate the Unison swing with the magic restand to... Yeah, the Unison attacks are... See, here's the problem. Because Ovalane is now on 3 lives, he needs to stop every single Unison swing. Because any one of them can just flat out kill him now. Because Vegito gives triple strike. And that's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage coming in. And because he's on 3 lives, the Unison also gets plus 10k by the Activate Battle alone. And at that point, there's just a hand dump and you lose. Especially if he has multiple energies open, because he can just keep paying the 2 cost to become bigger and bigger constantly. So Ovalane is in lethal range for Vegito. And then Neko-chan just played 3 Oobs. The Oob doesn't do much, it's just a blocker. It's gonna pass the turn here. Let's see, what are you cooking here? So Ovalane's issue is that he's now looking at 3 blockers. And he doesn't have a board wipe. He can maybe get rid of 2 of them or so with his effects, but not more. Evie? Just my cat is going to sleep. Okay. Now P2, play the Kefla. Think this is the one that rests wings. Oh no, this is a promo one. I don't know what this one does then. Because the one that rests is charged. And there we go, just block. We see a leader swing here. It's not going to be taking any lives. His awakening is not free. He needs to pay an energy to do it. He might just do it here because he is 20k when he awakens. That does give him like a plus 10k power boost, a plus 5k power boost. It's not gonna be enough to save him necessarily from the Vegito, but it is gonna be a free boost basically. Let's see, he's looking at the Z deck, he's considering just flat out the awakening here. Come on, what's gonna happen? It is tricky though. It's not a simple situation to be in. Especially because once you get to 5, you just want to kill the Vegito. You just want to counter, triple attack, 50k swing, win the game, and triple strike. But you can't do that because he's on 7 lives. And he's hiding behind blockers and a unison. Yeah, this is gonna be a challenge. I mean, I think at this point, you swing with unison first. No, you swing with leader, then you swing with unison. And then just kinda, if he doesn't have a negate, you kill him. And it's basically how it goes. Buffing now might be a mistake. I think you don't buff now. Yeah, this could have been a mistake here. Because if Ovalin didn't have a negate, this was an energy that could have been used for another plus 10 on the unison swing. He's gonna awaken here. I think he didn't dab out here. I think it was one of some effect that tapped his energy though. So it's fine. Okay, pay 1. Or don't. Okay. Okay, maybe pay. Playing Kinkai, I don't know what this Kinkai does. It's an ancient card, I would say. Just by looking at it, this looks very old. Now I guess you swing with Unison just to test if he has a negate. If he has a negate, sure, fine. You leave 2 energy open to defend or something. Okay, he minuses the Unison. Gonna draw here from Vegito. And the Unison, minusing the Unison is gonna get rid of the Kefla. I'm gonna pay 1, play my my mandatory 10 o'clock alarm. Okay. Okay, so let's see. At 3, still at 3 lives, going into Ovalin's turn. No Unison anywhere. Sure. Gonna have to charge the Vegeta here, go to 5 energy, so no more charging multicolored for free. Energy exhaust is now off the table. Okay, let's see. Pay 4, play the Gogeta, right? Sure. Okay. There goes Vegeta. And a Goku for Union Fusion. Gonna be drawing here. Okay. Finally has an Aegis card down. That's important. Gonna draw 1 more. Gogeta has protection. Is very difficult to remove. Impossible at the moment, at least until next turn, right? He's gonna get rid of one of the blockers. Neku's just gonna restand an energy here, like fine, no problem. And in comes the swing. So pay 1. Sure, D magic. Restand 2 energy. Now swinging with the Z lead. I feel like we're just watching a matchup that's impossible to win. I don't know what would have to happen for Gogeta to win this one. It's like you have to deal 7 damage. And that's, well, he needs to connect to once with a Unison. That's not a fair situation. There we go. Gonna send 2 cards away to trigger Aegis. Restand 2. Or was he using something else here? What? Let me see. Okay, he is not. He was just searching for cards. Okay, fine. Oh yeah, because he can send Goku and Vegeta and then he can search for cards. Cool. So Mortals be gone in a combo. Is Neko gonna be taking the hit here? It's gonna combo with my and go up to 20 and just take the hit. If he's using the Goku super combos, and I believe that he is, I'm pretty sure that he is. This is just gonna set him in a position where he's like, yeah, and my super combos are live. I'm on 6 lives. Very difficult to kill. Okay, going to set up the Z extra here. Not charging. Did he not charge an energy? I think he did. He's just gonna, yeah, and then he just paid. He's gonna play the Gogeta here. Pay 1, play the Trunks as well. The Gogeta on the field is a blocker, so yeah, that's something that Neko needs to take in mind. It basically means, hey, you will never connect with your Unison. Like, that's not gonna happen. At least not right now. There is a way to get around it, and then you swing Unison, he blocks, you pay 2 or 1, however much it costs, and then you play another Unison, then you swing again and then activate battle. However, Aegis also restands I think this is the Gogeta that also restands when you use Aegis. So here's gonna be a swing. And saying like, okay, remember this guy has blocker. Cool. Start with an attack with Vegito. I mean, the attack is so small, it's not gonna do anything. Okay, we saw the block here. But because of... oh no! He didn't even attack with the Unison. There was just a block and then a turn pass. Okay, okay. 2 energy opened. He has enough, probably enough Z energy now to just use Defending Friends if he needs to. Meanwhile, let's see what Ovalin is gonna do. Gogeta is a deck that gets very dangerously strong somewhere around the mid game, so like turn 4, 5, but then he starts falling off after that. So it's not easy. Sometimes it's really not easy to close games with it. It doesn't scale up as well as some other decks into the late game. Like, for example, Namek Goku scales phenomenally into the late game with all of its boss monsters. Gogeta peaks at like turn 5, and then it becomes a struggle. But in return, you can just kind of kill your opponent. So, around turn 5 anyway. Ooh, Neko answering with Heroic Prospect. Heroic Prospect shuts down your deck. other than what? The Gokus and Vegetas, there's not a lot of things that can attack at all. So that's gonna be a big issue for Gogeta. We are 13 and a half minutes away from the end of overtime and 8 minutes 20 seconds from time. As it is looking right now, Neko might just win on... If they go to time, Neko will win. Ovalin is gonna establish another Gogeta, and I'm feeling like they are either gonna go into time and Neko will win through lives, or alternatively, Ovalin is just gonna kill him with Gogetas. So it can kinda go either way. Depends on the amount of heroic prospects. I would still say that Neko is... normally I would say that Neko is in a better position now, but we are still 7 minutes 30 seconds away from time. And then there is like 5 minutes. I don't think he can survive this, and because of the two Gogetas, punching through with your unison becomes more and more impossible. However, you can get rid of one of the Gogetas now. That makes the entire thing just a little bit easier. You can play out the big Vegito as well. Yeah, he can play out the big Vegito. What did he play? That looks like SS4 Vegeta. It looks like if that is an SS4 Vegeta, he just kept all of his cards. He just draw 4. No, now he's doing it. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 2 peel-ups, trunks, and a card that I don't recognize. He's gonna mill himself out, and that's also possible. I mean, another possibility, an honest possibility, is that next turn when Gogeta's protection is gone, he just plays Turning the Tide. Clears the board, swings with his unison for game. That's also very possible. Five minutes until time. Yeah, but that's where the third Gogeta comes in. I don't think he survives for no, I don't think he has the third Gogeta. One is in energy, 2 are in play, and I think one of them is in the drop. If I remember correctly, one of them is in the drop. I might be wrong, of course. Hey Sandman, thanks for the sub, mate. Thanks for supporting us this way here on Twitch. I know, here they are. Here come the Schlong goose. Have a long day, my friend. So, okay. Let's see how. Let's see. I mean, it kind of depends on the amount of Gogetas Ovalin puts out. There is one left. And if Neko has Tide in hand, he basically wins. If he has Beast Gohan, he wins next turn. If there isn't a Gogeta anywhere, he wins with Beast Gohan as well. I just think that it's ambitious to win here, basically, but it's not impossible. However, 2 minutes 50 seconds until the end. I mean, until time, that's stretching it. Is there gonna be another Gogeta? It's looking at 2 energy. Okay, no. Okay, so he's on defense still. Okay, sure. Played D magic. And now pass turn. Okay, because I thought for a second that Neko was the one who was defending. Doesn't matter. So Gogeta doesn't have protection anymore. Now, if Ovalin gets the SCR Gogeta, that can carry him. If he gets another Gogeta, that can help a lot. So he's still far away from actually losing. But he needs to win fast. Charge here. Stat fast. Okay. Pay to blue. Oob. Okay. Sure. That's a nice way to clear the field. It's still in that threshold where Heroic Prospect shuts down your entire turn. But yeah, there we go. 3 cards go into the Z energy. There's 5 now in total. So not enough to get Oob's effect going. But Oob's a double striker, so it's a very big double striker. And he now has an open swing for Vegito. He's gonna swing in with Gogeta. It's a double striker. What is this? I want to say Baby Hatch, but I'm kind of struggling figuring out what's the card that was just played. I want to say Baby Hatch. Yeah, it was Baby Hatch. Okay. But yeah, there comes another Gogeta, the last one. And we are in 5 minutes of overtime now. How is Neko going to get out of this? I mean, Tide can still pull a lot of weight here. Tide can still clear the board. Except for one Gogeta. I think if you're waiting, you are risking that Ovalin just draws into his SCR. And then there's a Gogeta that you just can't remove if you're in blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 energy. Maybe the SCR is in live. That is possible. So, 9 energy. Okay, cool. Swing with leader first. He's very close to just milling himself. Swing draw, there's a block immediately. It's gonna be a Nagas that's gonna restand the Gogetas. Yeah. I mean, at 9 energy, oh look, he can swing Unison, can use the Unison's effect to get rid of one of the Gogetas. I think it can be done, I'm not sure. And then he can, one attack gets blocked, then he plays another Unison and that attack goes through and then just dumps energy into it. It is possible to still win. So first a Unison swing that's gonna be blocked by Gogeta. Let's see. B2. Play another Gogeta. Swing again. 1 minute 48. I mean, I think we can call it here. Neko wins no matter what. I think he's just gonna win no matter what. On time. And then he's going to the finale. Because he's on 6 lives. And it's minute 25. Until the end of overtime. It's a block, restand. He's passing the turn here on what, 8 energy opened? Okay. 7 energy opened. Ovalin is gonna swing into him immediately with Gogeta. No, turn D-Magic. Swing with Gogeta again. No heroic, and that is game. Neko wins, proceeds into the finale with starter deck Vegito. That is certainly an interesting one. I think he's facing either Pan or Red Vegeta. We're gonna see. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna drop in now as soon as time is called. 25 seconds, just stop them. And yeah, I will be seeing you very, very shortly with the finale, which is gonna be Pan or Red Vegeta versus Blue Starter Vegito. See you soon. Okay, I'm here with the finale. Hey, Muddy Wizard. Oh, try next week, yes. Next week is gonna be regionals in America, and there's gonna be worlds, and there's gonna be a lot of shit next week. But I think we're gonna do it at like Friday at least. Then depending on whether or not Bandai wants to stream shit, we will see what we do then for Saturday. So we have, I feel like we have seen this one a couple of times now. It is Red Vegeta versus Pan Reboot. So best red deck in the format versus the deck that a lot of us thought is gonna be tier 1, but Vegeta overthrew it. That's insane. So let's check this out. 1 sec. Sure. Oh, okay. Vegeta, will there be locals tomorrow? Yes, there will be locals tomorrow. Vegeta immediately hits Evil Saiyan, sends it to the warp. Let this please be a lesson to everyone running SS4 Vegito SCR. You don't want this to happen to you. See, you can accidentally mill your SCR, though with Evil Saiyan it doesn't really matter. I've been going back and forth with my teammate Ivan around this SCR for so long. It depends if you get mail tomorrow, man. I got a mail day, I got all of my SRs, and my booster box and bulk never arrived. So when it comes to BT27, the only cards that I physically own are SRs. Because the other thing just got lost in the mail, I guess. Milling is the best scenario. It's like draw 1. And there we go. Pan plays a Pan. Gives her +5. Swings into Vegeta. I think Vegeta's got this one, but Reggie Still Your Girl is very, very good. The only thing I have from the current is 3 copies of all my SRs and one's a Masu and Zeno. I mean, like when I say I have all, I don't have all of the SRs, but I have the ones for the decks. You know, I have my Jirens, I have my Mehis, I have my Beast Gohans and Cells and stuff like that. I don't have the blue ones. I don't have the Broly ones yet. And nothing from the green ones at the moment. But I do have for the decks that I want to build. So Goku's I'm just hoping to open. Goku's I'm just hoping to open. Okay, Pen's gonna go to 6 lives. And then just flip here. Yeah, I'm not lucky, man. I don't have anything else. Oh, okay. No commons, uncommons, rares, nothing at the moment. So let's see. Combo here with Broly. We see Grandfather Strength. Stupid strong card on the field. Vegeta is gonna have a hard time having a field in this matchup. Like maintaining I think both decks are realistically gonna have some issues, but at least when it comes to minusing your cards, I feel like Pan has the advantage here. I usually have good luck opening packs, but I have to find packs. That is true. Is this the last round? Yes, it is. Yeah, finding packs is very, very difficult right now. I saw on TCGPLAYER, someone posted on Reddit a couple of days ago that the boxes, that the price of sealed boxes for BT27 on TCGPLAYER went up by $100 overnight. That boxes are like $240 for BT27. 250, Jesus, man. I would say something about box prices between Dragon Ball games, but that would just cause people to scream at me. So I'll just pretend like everything is fine in the other game. Okay, so gonna play. Yeah, gonna play the big Goku here. This is great, swings twice, minuses twice. So I'll just buy singles for now. Yeah, I do the same. Honestly, I never buy sell product. I bought it this time around. I got myself one box. Just because my wife and I wanted to see if we can chase one of those serialized cards. But yeah, I just got one box and that's it. And that one also never arrived. So, well, you know, so much for my luck when it comes to serialized cards. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter lately. Like, yeah, I'm just talking about everything but Dragon Ball. I've been watching Hunter x Hunter lately. Nina and I are at the start of the second season, and it's really fucking good. It's really a cool show. It's old, but it aged, like, interestingly. Yeah, I like to buy just one for fun, but I usually never buy boxes except on release. Hunter x Hunter is awesome. Yeah, it is. It's very cool. We just started season 2, so the guys just arrived at the help me here. At the tower, yeah. One second, I just need to correct some scores here. Yeah, now it's better. And let's see, Jarakai is fine. Okay, cool. You check DC, I think the ending game seems to be missing. Yeah, I saw that and I've just corrected it. So he was the only undefeated, and I'm not sure what actually happened here. Because I'm pretty sure that Reggie's undefeated. I'm just gonna correct it just in case, and then the guys will confirm this for me later after the match. Yeah, always in the finals. I was going to play in locals tomorrow if it happened. Then I was told I have to work overtime. That sucks balls. On Saturday and overtime. Come on. Sorry to hear that, mate. Okay. So, what's going on stream? Well, basically, it's Pen and Vegeta going at each other. It'll be okay. I'll just buy more cards to make up for it. You see, that's the best way to look at overtime. You know, like your boss called you and he was like, mate, I'm gonna give you a chance to buy some more cards. And you're like, thank you. So, okay. What do we have here? Broly Crown, Beast Gohan, the starter deck SS4, and the one from the anniversary box. I cannot wait for anniversary box in June for Pan to get even more support. I think you take Beast here. No, you take this one. There could be a cost restriction. There probably is. But Vegeta has the advantage now. And there is no Z extra on the field, so no explosive dance is coming to save Pan. And this might actually be a game now. This might be a nice quick game to wrap up everything. I mean, what, he has 40k attacker. Reggie takes it. Still has the Goku that attacks twice. He has the just swing. I think the best play here would have been just to swing with defeating the demon. It's a double striker. See whether or not he negates. Combo Gohan here, 25. Restand. Yeah, I think Vegeta has this one. A super combo here. Drew. I guess that's a super combo because he just drew. Yeah, swing, defeating. Get a negate out or a block. Yeah, there is a block here, sure. Comboing the on the block with the token, okay. Still leader swing, Rosé swing, the card that Evil Saiyan stole, and another Goku swing if he wishes to go with that. It's 25k with Vegeta. No negates, but Reggie has a Bible in hand, so he might be able to just out combo here. Yeah, Broly 20. Yeah, he's gonna go and try to out combo here. He's gonna play the Pan, draw one. I think Pan is getting out of this. Gets rid of Goku Black. If there's gonna be a swing, it's probably gonna be from the one that was stolen by Evil Saiyan. So Goku is not gonna be swinging here again because you wanted that dual blocker. Is Vegeta meta tier? Just the best deck from the set. Vegeta is meta tier. I think Vegeta is the best red deck in the game at the moment. Yeah. It just dominated European regionals. It didn't win, but it took like the most slots in top 8. And I expect that the deck is gonna be very good for NA regionals and the nets. It runs over Zamasu like very, very easily. So it's, yeah, it's a big one. It's a big threat. The deck is just crazy. Minuses everything into Oblivion. I believe Nuova might be an issue for you. Nuova's cards are a bit too big to just simply remove. Plus, yeah, Nova has Nimbus and a lot of removal, so it can put up a fight, but a lot of other decks just can't. Black just kinda disappeared. At least in Europe, Black disappeared for that one event, and because nets are not gonna have pan legal, so you're not gonna see what I believe now is one of the best Black decks in the format. So, I mean, Black has strong tools still. Mehi is a strong deck. Mehi Kabura is definitely, in my opinion, Mehi Kabura is a tier 1 contender. He's very similar to Vegito. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a barrier blocker though. Golden Cooler is an absurd deck, but you need regional promos for it to work. So Black still has options. Pan is amazing. So it's not the end of the world for Black. Gokuzino got hurt by Beyond the Limits going away. Pan is not hurt by that as much. Vegito got decimated by Beyond the Limits going away, so that one is just kinda dead. But other than that, there are still options. I think Black is gonna do fine. One second, guys. Okay, I'm back. So my cat is requesting attention. So, okay. Jerikai attacked with everything now. He has one energy opened. That is for Explosive Dance. He's fully tapped out. First time he combos, restands the Goku. Reggie doesn't have anything to get rid of the Goku. That puts Jerikai in an advantage here. But now knowing Pan and seeing Reggie's hand, he's just going to start rebuilding the board. Charge a Topo here. Yeah, he'll just start rebuilding his board, basically. Yeah, Vegito was what I invested in the most, so Beyond the Limits hurt a bit. Yeah. I mean, honestly, I am glad that Beyond the Limits is gone. I feel like that card should have disappeared years ago. Or at least like limited to one, but there was the joke that it's Beyond All Limits. So I was shocked when Bandai actually banned it finally. Like, that card has been on ban list predictions, I think, since I started actively doing YouTube videos like 3 or almost 4 years ago now. It's wild to think that they've banned it after such a long time. But yeah, sure. It's gonna hurt Vegito, but Vegito was the best Black deck for a full year now. Maybe it bounces back in the future. Reggie Still Your Girl has only 3 cards in hand. Wow, I expected more. So yeah, Jericho really did squeeze out the majority of the cards out of his hand. And now killing him becomes difficult. Especially if he can just pay one, say, Explosive Dance, lol, and survive the turn. Please don't call me. Please don't call the judge. You cannot steal a Z card. Yeah, I'm jumping in. Okay, I am back. So I'm not sure on how the ruling goes. So I'm like, yeah, sure. They've agreed that the pen goes there. So I'm like, yeah, okay, sure. It's 11 p.m. guys. It's 11 p.m. If they agree, that's how it works. Okay. Just gonna play another pan. Yeah. Well. Well, that's an interesting. That's a good argument. Sandman, here is my reply. And I think Shlonku trumps. Shlonku in 11 trumps, yeah. It trumps the rules at the moment. Okay, there goes the swing into imposing. Since when do TCGs make sense with rulings? So of course they don't. That's like Dragon Ball is. I keep telling people, Dragon Ball Super Card Game Masters, not to be confused with Fusion World, is the best card game ever made. Mate, if your cards are, if you don't like them, if you're playing, especially in America, goddamn, if you don't like what your card doesn't matter, mate. You just say something else, and it's automatically goddamn better. This is the best card game in the world, by far. Well, I'm like, yeah. I need to when my Goku has double strike. So, but other than that, yeah, seriously, it is the best card game in the world. It's the second best card game that I have ever played, and I love it so fucking much. And I'm very excited for BT28 and White Collar. And honestly, I sound crazy, but I'm more excited for later reboots than I am for White Collar. I will say Masters has less weird rulings than other TCGs I've played. The ones that I've played usually, except for one, had like very straightforward rules. So yeah, Masters is. It's not complicated. It's not as complicated as we usually, make it out to be. It's more that its interactions are very weird. Yeah, it has unique rules. When you understand, when you read the cards, you get them. You understand what they're doing. And then you see I will never drop it. I will not drop it until the end of time. You see the Beerus Divine Vanquisher. And the rules say that your opponent can have like 30 cards in hand and flat out lie to you that they don't have a single battle card in their hand, and there's fuck all you can do about it. And I'm like, that's always gonna be the big issue for me, the rules, that it's always gonna be that stupid Beerus. Yeah, and you call a judge, and the judge is like, yeah. Imagine imagine playing at World's stage and playing that Beerus, and then just seeing Bandai sweat when people are like, what the fuck, this guy has 30 cards in hand. Is he lying? Is that allowed? But you gotta play the Beerus, making sure they have it on the board. Yeah, that's the only way. It's so stupid. And that's it. Jerikai wins. So congratulations to Jerikai with winning locals tonight with SSB Vegeta, and thank you guys for joining me. I am off to crash, and I will catch all of you in the next one. See you tomorrow.